I'm alive. Who are you representing today on your t-shirt? Anybody?
Absolutely nobody.
Nobody. I'm rocking out with Toe Hider, man.
Who have we got here? Oh, no. We got Soundgarden.
Soundgarden. That's the Louder Than Love cover by the looks of it.
I got it from work, so no idea.
Stole it?
No.
Nice.
No, it was when, before we did the Cornell show, or just after.
Yeah, maybe. Cool.
Grabbed a bunch of them. A bunch of the guys were keen for them, so yeah.
Bonus. So, you're watching the Australian Guitar Show. My name's Ricki. This is Stuart of RNRMF Guitar Works. You still calling yourself that, or are you going to...
It's still RNRMF Guitar Works,
yep.
Because there's still the servicing side and the repair and modification stuff that I do. The effects are kind of more RNRMF.
So rock and roll.
My friend.
My friend.
In polite company.
Yeah. So Nana, in front of Nana. That's cool. So man, you've been working pretty damn hard. I've been watching your stuff. I've obviously bought a couple of your pedals.
Yep.
So tell me what you've got coming up.
We got the big launch. So the BPD's been kind of a soft launch. Sort of started putting it out there, and then when TourBus here opens, we'll have the full launch of seven different pedals. So 6 of them are on RMF. One of them's the collaboration with Kink guitar pedals, and it's going to be all happening.
Awesome.
And actually, hopefully, a prototype of another one as well.
Yeah. So I should mention we're here at TourBus in Geelong, which is on, it's number 65 Yarra Street. Yarra Street, number 65 Yarra Street. Opens on September 14th.
That's what we're hoping.
That's the goal. So I'm going to put that in this interview, and you can either show up and it'll either be open or you'll be knocking on the door, either way. I reckon they'll make it. It's looking pretty good in here.
It's starting to come together. Yeah, they're doing a really nice job.
Yeah, it's a good space. I like the separate rooms and nice polished wooden floors. And stuff like that.
And hopefully a bit of a different vibe from kind of what else we have here as well. Should be nice.
Yeah, yeah. I spoke to Mark from Kink yesterday, and he mentioned he was doing some stuff here as well.
Yeah. So the full line of Mark's stuff will be in here as well, which will be a nice little pairing, I reckon.
It'll be the place to kind of come and shop.
Even in Melbourne, the places that have a lot of locally made stuff, there's not a big number, and particularly once you get out here, there's nowhere that you can get locally made pedals out here. So it'd be really, really nice having that kind of one little area where you can go, okay, yeah, this is cool, and the guy that made it's either just up the road or just driving to Melbourne or up to Queensland. Or
so the BDP, like you said, that was your soft launch. That's that's this pedal here. This is my personal one, so I'm pretty happy about this.
Yep. Nice.
And because
hope you would be.
I think I was number two to put my hand up and buy one. Yep. So pretty stoked about that, and really looking forward to getting it home and having a full-on play with it. And the demo that Johnny Z did.
Oh, how good is he?
Man,
how good is he?
Guy's a freak of nature.
Yeah.
And just what a great guy. Just
so unnervingly humble.
I listened to him play and I was just like, I'll just stick to singing.
What he's got is every time he plays, he'll pull out a line and you go, that's Johnny. Yeah. You can't see him. Like he's got his voice and his sound, which is such a hard thing to do. No matter how technically proficient you are, to have something go sort of recognisable as your sound like that. Yeah.
I haven't known him that long, and we only actually met at the Melbourne Guitar Show.
Yeah.
Apart from kind of drooling over his videos on Instagram and stuff like that, so I was a bit of a fanboy when I met him. I think I kind of did the old "we're not worthy," but no, it was great to meet him, and it was great to hear his demo of this pedal. And it was the second I heard that demo, I was just straight onto. I messaged you straight away and said, "I've got to get it."
Yeah.
So. Looking forward to cranking that at home.
Definitely.
Now, we spoke briefly at the Melbourne Guitar Show.
Yep.
I'll just throw my phone on the ground.
Yeah, why not?
Because, nobody needs it. How did that all go for you in the end?
Yeah, it was the first time I'd sort of presented at anything like that. So it was I think we'll be back next year. It was really good fun, that's for sure. The airs, I think, is still recovering. But the highlight for me was actually getting that tape delay from EchoFX down.
Oh yeah, man, that sounded cool.
That was just a cool piece of kit.
Yeah.
And the combination of that with the BPD into which of Ruben's amps we were running that into.
There was the R18.
I think it was the R18 we were running into.
Yeah.
It was just a glorious combination.
Yeah. You know, again, having seen it online
Yeah.
and listened to the demos on there, and I love that their demos aren't just guitar either. They
Yeah.
demo it with all sorts, which
Definitely.
you know, shows its versatility. But the to get to have a quick listen to it in the flesh, the only bummer was the extraneous shitload of noise, extraterrestrial noise, testicle noise.
Yeah, that's a problem.
It is. Extra testicle noise is a real problem. Yeah. I'm being a greedy fly. What a lovely segue into the greedy fly.
Subtle as anything.
Now, we did talk about this a little bit at the show.
Yeah.
And
ignore the knob that's sticking out a little bit more on that.
which one? What? Ignore this knob?
That one.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, no, these rocked up late yesterday, and I grabbed it out of the box this morning, and that one doesn't quite fit properly. So
I like it because, if anything, that kind of gives you a very direct, that's my volume. So you may think this is a bad design, but for me, I think that's the way of the future.
Yeah, but
that's the way of the future.
My BPD-ness doesn't like it.
Well, maybe I'm going to ask you to change that. So tell me about that, because you've got crunch, fuzz, and distortion.
Yeah, so this is my take on the Expandora.
That's right, the little hockey puck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the original versions had a couple of dip switches on the inside, so you could change between. There's actually 4 different modes. You had crunch, overdrive, and distortion, and then the 4th one that wasn't listed was the so-called forbidden mode.
Right.
So I've basically taken that to the outside.
It was very convenient of them to put it on the inside, wasn't it?
Oh, lovely, you know, when you want to go from one to the other, getting out the screwdriver and
pull it all apart, stop the gig for a moment.
Yeah, why not?
Might as well break a string at the same time and do it all at once.
I think they actually did do that on a couple of the later versions. I actually came across it in an interview with Bush in Guitar Magazine. I don't know what they used it on, but the Greedy Flies, that Bush reference, they probably didn't use it on that track. It doesn't sound like they used it on that one, but you know, that's my little thanks to them for turning me onto that, which has become my favourite pedal ever. There's a bit more bass response than the original unit. It was pretty heavy in the way it cut off the bottom end. And yeah, just the one switch with 3 of the 4 modes, one of them being that forbidden mode.
I might have to find one of those into my pedal board somehow as well.
This is still the one from the Guitar Show, so that's still got just the transparent
stick-on
printing
stuff,
on it.
yeah.
But the proper printing, that'll get done up next week. Same sort of printing that the BPD uses there.
Yeah,
so that
cool.
should come up really nicely, I reckon.
Now, we also mentioned was the BPD. You have got the female equivalent.
There's the alternate version, yeah.
Yeah.
So same idea. So you've got your same controls in terms of your gain, tone, volume. Your same switching options, so hard clipping, soft clipping, and no clipping for boost. Adjustable bass and blend on there, but the actual core circuit's quite a different circuit. So it's a bit fuzzier, a little bit higher gain than what the BPD offers.
Okay.
It's just a different vibe.
Now, I've got one of your, because you mentioned fuzz there, I've got one of your 3220 pedals.
Yep.
Or is it pronounced 3220 or?
Whichever works for you.
3220.
Oh, it's too late in the day for me to think of other alternatives. I started work at 7 o'clock this morning.
Yeah, I was going to say, you look a bit ragged, but I didn't want to,
thanks,
you know.
Good to see you.
I'm the one with the... I'll make sure that when I edit
Wow,
that...
Karma, that was quick.
That's right, yeah. I'll make sure when I edit that, I take that cough and I repeat it like 20 times.
Yeah.
So that fuzz, the 3220 one, that's pretty wild.
Yeah, it's
Like
basically, imagine a fuzz face with just everything dimed. The input's just a little bit of a trim, just to take just that little bit of woolliness off the sound. The output's just a volume. Apart from that, it's just everything cranked.
I was going to say it goes from go to go.
Yeah.
You know, it's literally just on, which is great. And then I was really blown away with that fuzz that you had at the show that sounded like it was like if you weren't really on it.
Oh, the Guitar Disc, yeah. such a fickle thing.
That ruined my mind.
Yeah.
That really screwed with my head in a big way, which I loved.
I think with where you had it at as well, if the stab control, I think if you just wound that around, then all of a sudden it all then kicks back in. It's just so much variance in tone and untone that you can get out of that thing.
It was wild. Yeah. I was playing it and Spiros kept looking at me, he's got to play it, man. You've actually got to play it. It is hard. Now this.
Yes.
I love what you've done here. I do actually love what you've done there. That's a bit of magic right there, isn't it?
Well, the layout work was done by Mark, so that's his design skills on display there. Right, he did the layout for the main board, I did the relay, and then for the main board we each done one circuit each.
Yeah, cool. And so on the other side we have this, which will soon be adorned by some artwork by
Adam Giles.
Adam Giles.
So he's a local musician and artist. He does a series of pictures which I think look amazing. I said to him, look, it'd be really cool to have something in that style to go on this pedal. And then we sort of came up with the idea of me being a Kiwi, Mark being Australian, having something kind of reflecting the indigenous cultures of both countries. And then he came up with the really cool design, which is what's going to end up going on there.
Yeah, that's awesome. Now I've seen it. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you've called it?
The Chthonic.
Chthonic.
The Chthonic.
Is that how it's pronounced?
It's what I'm going with.
Chthonic.
And this is kudos to Mark for finding this as well. The basic descriptions relating to or inhabiting the underworld.
And from what Mark told me, it seems to be quite fitting because this will have some underworldly tones coming out.
It's got some balls.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So he's gone for like a bit of a, is it like a big muff kind of vibe? Was it?
No,
not a big muff.
This side's a rat style circuit.
That's right. Yes, the rat.
This side is it's basically a fuzz face style circuit, but there's an extra kind of transistor stage at the front pushing the rest of it, which makes it a little bit more pedalboard friendly in terms of having other stuff in front of it.
And this little switch,
you can choose which one you want first.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear that.
Yeah, again with between the two circuits, each circuit on its own is pretty flexible. Combine them together, a massive range of tone you can get out of that.
So what's on the horizon, man? Got anything kind of stuff?
So outside of these three, we've got another 4 which are launching. Obviously, there's the alternate BPD. There's one called the Piper, which is kind of a modified rat with a few switchable options in there. What else have we got? There's 2 more. There's the Flux 84.
It's not the 2 more.
There must be 2 more.
I thought that joke just went well over your head.
It did. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah,
but then that's no different to usual.
What, you don't know the Arnold Schwarzenegger line? It's not a tumor. It's as popular as Get to the Chopper.
I don't get to the chopper.
All right, we'll keep going.
Bloody strange.
No, just keep going.
And your weird references.
Oh.
No, Ben Stokes, eh?
Who's Ben Stokes? Is he someone you know?
No, if you've got any cricket followers watching, that they're probably throwing stuff in my head about now.
I don't even know. I don't follow cricket. I don't follow footy. I don't follow sport.
I have no clue about the football either.
Don't follow anything.
I'm living in one of the most football mad regions probably in the country, and I've got no idea.
No idea.
No. None whatsoever.
Continue. Sorry, I've interrupted.
No, it's all right.
So the 2 other pedals.
So yeah, the Flux 84.
Yep.
So that's kind of a deluxe Memory Man-ish approximation. It's digital, but it's got that analogy kind of sound to it.
Delay?
Yeah. Delay/echo. Hopefully have a prototype of a harmonic phaser.
Yeah, right.
In the works.
Yeah, cool.
At the launch. So in a similar vein to a Univibe, but then kind of taking the idea more from the harmonic tremolo kind of idea. And then the last, the red balloon is the other one.
Yes.
Which is basically my side of that pedal.
Yeah, cool.
As a standalone unit.
Yeah, nice. That's nice.
So that's the initial launch, and then with the prototype, and then a few things trying to work on down the line. So compressions on the list there. Fully analog delays also on the yeah, that's going to be that's a bit of an Everest. They're pretty full on circuit wise and really hard to get working nicely and consistently across multiple builds.
Yeah, one of those
things. Yeah, it's not easy.
Yeah.
Especially when you're talking, bucket brigades, because they're noisy by nature, and so yeah, there's a lot of filtering that you need to get in there. But then, you filter too much, you then start losing your tone, and it's just a balancing act. And that's why, like the way huge Superpuss is that, and the Wilson effects Stone Grasshopper, the two effects that have always been on my board. Superpuss because it's an amazing analog delay, and the Stone Grasshopper, it's a amazing fuzz face, amazing tube screamer, and an amazing clean boost.
Yeah, nice.
And Kevin, if you do happen to watch it, thanks for your help as well. It's great, the pedal community as well, in terms of offering advice. And there's been a few of the builders out there who have gone, what have you done here, or have you done that, or what does that do? And they've been so forthcoming with info and ideas.
We're lucky to live in this day and age where sharing information is so accessible.
Yeah.
Whether it's just community-based or even big names who are now reaching out to offer their knowledge.
Well, you look at Brian Wampler and Josh Scott's videos.
Yeah.
Where they go into a lot of detail that a lot of musicians probably don't care about. But then for those that do, it's there and they're talking about it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's fascinating.
I know that with the show coming up, you're flat tack.
All happening.
You're a busy man. Like I said, you look absolutely terrible.
I feel shit house.
You are so worn out.
Thank you.
I remember last time I saw you, you
it's
looked
like looking
15.
in the mirror some days.
It is. Yeah. Yeah. Beat me to a great punchline, why don't you?
I just about was 15 last time I saw you. I was 19.
No,
when I
19.
joined Plan B.
Be about right. You were pretty young.
19 to 20, yeah.
Yeah, but mind you, I probably looked a tad younger too. Maybe more portly.
Yeah, well, you used to say, well, I was six pack when you can have a keg.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was your tagline.
I had a couple of kegs. Yeah. And to think I used to take my clothes off at gigs.
Yeah, don't remind me.
Yeah, they were good times.
Hey, it helped sell the alcohol.
It was a fun time. But man, yeah, look, as busy as you are, I really appreciate your time coming in.
Mate, you're the one who came all the way out here.
Yeah, it was a bit of a drive. Look, man, thanks for your time.
Thank you.
It is so cool and great
always
to
good
see.
to catch up with you.
Great. I'm pointing to the floor, which nobody can see, but it's great to see these. Great to see these toys. I can't wait to get this BDP home and plug that up and have a muck around on it. And I reckon it won't be long until I've got a greedy fly in my collection as well. And I'm really excited about this pedal you're doing with Mark.
Yeah,
I can't wait till that hits
really
the market.
I had some fun with it at the guitar show, and it wasn't until I got it home and then cranked it at home. I was like, oh, no, this is good. This is good.
Yeah, man, you guys are just doing some great stuff, and I wish you all the best with it, because having known you as long as I have and know how passionate you are about music, it's very deserved for you to get all the recognition you do with this stuff,
Oh, thank you very much.
I hope it really grows. So, yeah. Anyway, thank you for watching the Australian Guitar Show. Again, this is Stuart from RNRMF Guitar Works, and look him up online, Facebook, Instagram, all those usual places, and grab a couple of his pedals, because you won't go astray. Uru.